Exactly that, and it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams kick off. It's MeetYourMaker versus POMP in the GAC LAN finals. A good old school bring your own computer LAN, and first place is going to be taking them back themselves $5,000. Second place here 2,000. So pretty dope at the end of the day. Ooh.
Titan starts this game off with a headache as young DS just runs straight through him. Kill Myself and Rage are trying to do what they can here, but for the moment, MeetYourMakers starting a little bit rough, but trying to bring things around. Oh, Talibani missing a couple of shots, does land the next two though, and that's going to leave it all into a 2 versus 1 for Puffy, but he's on the A-bomb site. Bit of a juke there for the MeetYourMakers players. Do they decide to go up to the vents?
Ooh, I think they tried to go there, but Puffy has actually seen Talibani that he's trying up there. But Chili Billy Grilly is coming out from heaven, and he's going to spam with those dual Berettas. Going to pick up the kill from heaven, and that is going to be MeetYourMaker's pistol round there. Fantastic little lure in there by Talibani, and MeetYourMaker picking up the pistol round.
Yeah, Chili damn near screwed that one up. way too quick on the trigger finger there. Didn't decided not to line up the shot, and ended up having to expend most of his magazine. Still, at the end of the day, it does count, even if it's ugly. And MeetYourMakers will start off exactly how they need to here, winning the CT pistol, and they will be going into the next round. I mean, it must be said that the T side did get the bomb plot down, and this has allowed them to pick up a Galil and a stack of SMGs as Titan catches a grenade. Tom's just throwing him toys.
Yep. Oh, and the T's are going outside. POMP are going to find themselves all the way down to secret. But Titan, this is a fantastic rotate down by him. Oh, and he has speed out. He's going to find one, but immediately taken down by only use Volve. Taliban is going to help and retaliate with that 5-7. But Zella is going to spray with that Mac. I'm assuming that is actually just Alex backwards.
Possibly Zella. But either way, I mean, Zella, he's got himself the FAMAS newly upgraded and newly patched, so a lot stronger than it used to be. Oh, and Talibani's going to get caught out there. Down goes another one of the CTs, and leaves it all to Tom and Chili. And Chili's got himself a Negev. Not really the best weapon for a retake. Tom also, that MP9, is going to need to get these frags quickly, and he gets the first one. Still another 2 to find Zella and Puffy. Now, Puffy is immediately going to make this into a 1 versus 2. Tom's going to need to win that fight. Does indeed. And it's all in a 1 versus 1. Now, Puffy does have the FAMAS, the Galil, and a much better position, and that is going to be the end of that. Gets the kill, and it's an immediate break of the CT economy. And this is nightmare territory for the CTs here. They're going to have to force up if they want to buy. Outside of that, not a whole lot of hope if they don't, as we get another Negev. Chili is certainly going straight meme fest here if what the first few rounds are indicating is true.
That's definitely so. You're going to see MeetYourMaker Tom standing outside. Yeah, oh, he goes with the other scout. Doesn't do anything, but that nade outside has done quite a bit of damage. So those pistols are going to be able to do a little bit more work. The smokes outside are going to be spraying the KMS is going to jump behind there. Oh, and he's going to find one. He's not going to find the second one there going down. So you're only able to find the other one frag. But eventually does find Rage as well. Big Willie's going to...
What the...
Oh my word. What is happening here? All of a sudden things are falling apart here for POMP as MeetYourMaker picks up the second round there off a pretty much straight save. And they've been able to recover 3 AKs and a Galil.
KMS somehow got 3 kills with the Deagle there while standing in the complete open, and nobody just looked at him. They were all like, if we run past him, he won't see us. Unfortunately, that's not the case, as the CTs actually win that round, picking up 4 of the rifles off the Ts. And now it's turn for POMP to see what they can do, if they can buy and make some magic happen with the upgraded pistols. Tom, though, he's got people flying from heaven, landing on the ground as Chili. He's going to try and win that fight. He's not going to do so. Puffy grabs himself the kill with Deagle there. And upgrades to that AK Titan. He's pushed through the hut. He's going to grab himself first. Does he get the second? Not quite this time. Tom, though, he's pushed down into the lower area to try and catch out Puffy, which he does successfully. It's all up to I only use Volvo now. And down he goes.
Not going to survive there, Talibani, with that 5-7. Finding the headshot, and all of a sudden, MeetYourMaker picking up a nice bit of streak of rounds here. 3-1, 2 in the on the trot. And they still have 2 AKs as well as a Galil. they've saved the scout from the previous round, so they're going to be able to start building up a little bit of bank. 1 or 2 players a little bit low, but he's going to just be a straight pistol buy here by the T side of Pomp Wagon, and
yeah, they just want to make certain they can get a good economy for the next round, really. Nothing else. Other than that, not to get a kill. No, they're not. Tom just holds down the trigger. Gets himself 3. Not able to add the last 2, though. But he does have friends on hand to clean up the mess. And Talibani duly does that. 4 rounds for the CT side, but it is going to be the first full buy from the Ts.
Yeah, Tom just falling down from the silos on that A bomb site, and just started holding down left mouse click. Unfortunately, the spray not working 100% there, getting 3 kills and just about damaging the 4th. Really good attempt there by him, but a strong 3K really helped the CTs win a much more cleaner round there. But we are going to see a full buy here by the side of Pomp Wagon, and quite a bit of utility being expensed outside as well. Just trying to see if they can't spot a play or 2. Talibani holding here outside with that AWP, seeing if he can't find a player or 2.
Yeah, young DS, he's got himself. The Molly's just going to try and force the AWP out. He knows that AWP is there. But Talibani really just baiting it out there with that shot. Doesn't want to be forced to move back as he can. He's going to miss the shot. He should have landed that. But Chili, he's got his back there. And KMS, unfortunately, is going to be traded. Muffy somehow walks out of the hut and wins that fight against Tom. No damage dealt to him. 3 versus 3, definitely. Well, I was going to say that favors the T side, but Talibani reasserts his team's dominance at the moment. Bomb plant going down. Puffy's got to do everything here. He's going to control and protect for his friend. Young DS is going to catch that nade, and that'll be the end of that. Titan and Talibani, the last remaining players in a 2 versus 1. Now, Puffy was last seen towards the hut. Where is he at this point? He's actually snuck out through the squeaky door. He's going to see the first player. He's not going to see the player on top of that. And that'll be the end of him. 5 rounds for the CT side. As Pomp Wagon not unfortunately not able to win that clutch.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. Really good work there, but at the end of the day, Puffy just not being able to spot the play or Titan that was sitting up on top of Hut, and that's going to be 5 rounds here for MeetYourMaker. They're really starting to build up quite a bit of an economy. You know, one player on 8.5K, another player on 6 and just under 6.5, with full utility kits on every single person, and they definitely got a money for a buy or 2 more. As the T's seem to be just like going straight.
Rush?
Just going rush. Oh, but the Wally is doing a little bit of work there, and a 2v1 there, and it's going to favor the CTs. All of a sudden, they've got four players versus 3, but it does seem like the T's of Pomp Wagon are going to be just heading back, maybe just debating a little bit more utility that is being used.
Yeah, I mean that rush means that unfortunately the CTs doesn't look like they have a player down below, so they'll be able to get a free top side plant. Actually, it's not free. KMS still hanging around here. Now in comes Tom. He's going to get that great spray control to grab the last 2. And the 6th round is on the board. Well played there by this T side. Good idea to try and rush the ramp room and then try and turn things around to go towards the A side. Just needed to make certain that they got that player hiding up top there, which was KMS. Unfortunately, he scuppers the plans, and Tom is on hand to fix the mess.
Yeah, I really like what Pomp Wagon decided to do there, just to try and change it up, just, you know, show different cards for a change, see what actually happens from that. And at least with the bomb plant, it does allow them to get another full buy here. But again, MeetYourMaker are playing so well on the CT side at the moment. Things are just gelling together. They're able to rotate fairly well as well. So really good work here by them in the interim. Yeah.
Bit of a deal going through there at the moment. Talibani gets smoked out. Take a random shot through the smoke there, but it does look as though the E's are going to be able to get downstairs.
Yeah, KMS. Yeah, KMS and Talibani doing so much work. The young DS actually just gonna run through the smoke. Gonna find himself on Rage here on the top of the bomb site. On A, he finds himself a frag also, but Tom does take him down. Young DS going to just get the frag. They know exactly where he is there, and unfortunately, Chili Big Willie is going to take the fight. Not going to work out for him, as Tom going to come and help here with Talibani. that we came through from the squeaky door, and that's going to be 7 rounds here for the CT side. If you're wanting to get off to a really, really good start in this final, this is exactly what you're wanting as MeetYourMaker.
Yeah, MeetYourMakers has definitely picked up all the rounds they need to at the moment. It's a bit of a dicey one. They're actually missing that shot on the, or missing 2 shots on the AWP. Very nearly gave the chance there to Young DS to clutch that. Unfortunately, just too many players allowed for the CTs, but still, Young DS doing a decent enough job. At the moment, though, Ts do need to start putting up rounds. We say that it is a CT-sided map, but 7-1 is still not where you want to be as the T side.
Yep, they're definitely going to want to get a couple more rounds on here. But for now, they're just going to have a lot of AKs. They're putting a lot of pressure on outside. Oh, Young DS taking a little bit of unnecessary damage as well. He jumps all the way down to Secret. Talibani holding it from the outside. I'm sure he's passed over that information. We did hear the vents crack. There is somebody that's gone down. Titan is the player down here, finding himself 2. He's going to spray here on the stairs. He's going to find himself 3. That is fantastic work here by Titan GS. Just holding down here. Man, oh man, things are falling apart here for POMP WAGON. Things are just not working there for them. As Tom sitting up on the rafters, going to find himself 4. And that is basically going to be the round in the bag.
1v5. Can Rage do it? No, he can't. Tom is more than capable of dealing with that. And at the end of it, 8-1. As the T side looking to start running out of ideas here. They've seen most of their success going outside. A couple of times they've tried to push in haven't really succeeded much. So they'll take an eco here. Probably just throw a couple of what is that? Looks like it's going to be a no rush perhaps.
Doesn't seem to be anything. Talibani holding it up on the outside. Tom again up on the rafters. 3 players have dropped down into the vents. Oh, and there's a 4th player that's gone. So they're down there on the B bomb site. Ooh. I think his Volv has been able to absolutely destroy them. We're going to find himself 2 frags here from the radio room. And I think that's going to be... Are they going to save? No, it looks like MeetYourMakers are going to go for it. 2 versus 3. AK and an AWP to do this retake. And Rage sitting here on the ramp. He's going to hear all of this. These players are going to drop down into his scopes. He's going to find himself the first one and just rotate immediately. Talibani, I think at this point, will just want to save this AWP. Maybe see if he can't find an exit frag just like that. And run away with the AWP. Save it into the next round. As POMP WAGON on the T side are finally going to find themselves a 2nd round.
Yeah, I mean, the best part about
really need it.
Yeah, I mean, the Taliban getting the last kill actually does prevent the AWP going into the hands of the T's, which is probably what they want. They don't really have enough to squeeze out a buy. Maybe 10 FPS only is Volva can squeeze one out, but other than that, it's just going to be a 5 AK buy, and that's strange. Usually you'd see at least 1 or 2 Kriegs if they could get it, and certainly there's a couple of players that could have picked them up. Still though, CT side, that would have hurt the economy. A couple of players will not be able to buy into the next round if they don't win. Outside of that, most of them are pretty loaded though. Let's just say that.
That's for sure. Talibani again with that AWP getting smoked off quite a bit. Titan is actually going to find 1 frag. Young DS is going to find himself through the... We'll find those frags through the smoke. Oh, Tom holding the very close angle. He's going to jump and he's going to be able to find a way to get away from that. That is... Wow, wow, wow. Oh, and he's going to find himself a 2nd one. Man, talk about putting yourself into such great positions. He's been able to do exactly that. I mean, his Volvo is going to eventually find him, Tom, on low health. But they know exactly where this player is. Taliban is going to come down from C, ensure that the player cannot rotate away, and does exactly that. 9-2 for MeetYourMakers on the CT side. They are looking so strong at this point in time. And the money on the side as well, so good. All the players have got full utility, full buy, and they're still playing Talibani with over 12k.
Yeah, I mean, the one nice point there for POMP WAGON is that winning that round on the save means that they can actually buy into this round as well. So, not a complete train wreck, and they can certainly pick up this round with the weaponry that they do have. But they are fast running out of rounds at this point. Only 2 at the moment for the T's. And they'll leave Puffy this time. He's going to be the only player going out. But there's no smoke to help him out here. That's going to just leave him running the gauntlet against Taliban. And it's going to be another ramp rush. It does work out this time. 1-for-1 trade. couple of other players have taken some damage. Puffy, though, he's timed his lurk to perfection as he'll catch out the AWPer and will now place pressure on the inside. Rage is going to be brought down as Young DS. He's going to need to win a couple of fights here to keep his team alive. Wins the first one, gets him into a 3 versus 2. And does not look as though Titan and POMP are in any real position. Say that again. Titan takes out 10 FPS. Young DS, did they spot each other? They did indeed. He's going to win the fight against POMP. And Puffy is going to assassinate Titan there. 9-3 as the T side looks to turn things around. Money starting to get a little bit shaky for the CT side, but they will have a bye into this round. Not one after it, though. And T's, they desperately have to win this if they want to have any chance of posting a reasonable score in the first half.
Yeah, that previous round was really solely made by Young DS. Getting those entry frags onto the other side was so important. Finding the first one, and then after the bomb plant, still finding himself an additional 2 was absolutely phenomenal. He pretty much made that round possible and allowed them to at least pick up their third round. As we do see a slower play. Okay, here we go. We are going to see them move a little bit faster. Oh, Tom is going to be dinked here with that Mac 10. He is going to need all the help he can get here on this A bomb site. Xenopela is going to run around, finding himself the weak Tom. Going to get the bomb planted. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 retake here for the side of MeetYourMaker. I don't know if they want to go for it. Looks like they are positioning to try and do exactly that. Going to flash himself up into the lobby. Nothing going to be able to spot it there. Talibani coming in from a ladder or up on heaven. Same as Chili Big Willie. Young DS playing the rotate so well. But I think that's it. I think MeetYourMaker are going to end up going for the savior. Chili Big Willie maybe going to see if he can spot another player. Oh, Zila just spotting out a couple of pixels there. Gets him through the ridge. Going to throw down that body. Make sure that no player gets the defuse. And that's going to be it. It's going to be a savior. Oh, is Taliban going to be able to survive?
Yeah, he should.
Seems
they won't catch him. Not enough time. But I mean, still, that was interesting. I'm not quite certain why Chili tried to make that play. They basically called the save at that point, so him just standing up top there going down meant that they could have saved a second rifle, maybe able to squeeze out a buy here. So I wouldn't recommend doing what he did, but I mean, could have worked, who knows. 9-4 though, as POMP WAGON starting to turn things around towards the back end of the half here, and they should be pretty good for this next round, or are they?
Young DS doing a little bit of work there. Tom as well with that hand cannon of the Deagle, finding himself a frag as well. Trying to keep this as close as possible. It's still versus 4. Oh, 4 versus 3. My bad. Young DS. Puffy has been taken down. Tom is doing some big work here at the moment in this round. Oh, he's going to come down, spray with the AK. He's going to find himself another one. And all of a sudden, it is just the attempt here. I only use the last one standing. Titan going to make sure he goes 6 feet under, and that's going to be the 10th round here for MeetYourMaker. What a T or CT side at least.
Yeah, both teams now have won a low econ buy that's done some severe damage to economies, and T side they will be able to get out a buy here, but that was not what they needed, especially at that time. They looked pretty solid for a 5th round, possibly a 6th, if they'd been able to win that last, and unfortunately, it's put them in a position where you're going to have to be running with 2 SMGs into the final round of the game. Again, nobody picking up a Krieg.
Maybe people don't like the Krieg. I don't understand why.
It's not a case of liking it. It's just it's much better than an AK, especially at range.
True that. Ooh, Young DS playing up close. Oh, Nade immediately taken down. That Molly's going to do a little bit of work as well, but it is not going to stop one player from getting down. Talibani getting chased down, but immediately going to just turn around. AWP Rage down as I only use Volve as crept down secret. But that's about it. It's a 4 versus 3 here. One player still outside.
T side just sort of like holding their positions, maybe waiting for the CT side to rotate into a bad position, but Talibani, they haven't actually gotten that much space or control, as Talibani is going to turn things around with another big kill. T side slow to move. Puffy does now turn on Tom, and they'll be able to get a plant into the A bomb site. None of the CTs actually holding out yet. That's a strange one. They had 3 players there for a little while. Shots through the floor going to do some damage to Zella. Puffy holding the angle. Is going to win the first 2 fights, and that is almost certainly a round win for his team here. Chili is the last remaining player. Does have an AWP, but in a retake, it's just about the worst weapon you could ask for, and he'll be greeted with fire as well.
Oh, he actually gets up through heaven. He's going to jump down, but unfortunately that's just going to be that. Zella Pella finding the last frag there, and a 10-5 half for MeetYourMakers. They're going to be very happy going with that onto the T side.
Yeah, very, very well played there by the T's towards the end of the half. Needed to pull out some magic and duly pulled said rabbit. MeetYourMakers, though, they're not going to be upset with that. I think 10 rounds is pretty solid on the CT side. They could have wanted a couple more, but 10 rounds is more than enough to work with if your T side is good, and we will see how good that T side is in the next couple of minutes.
Exactly that. So we've got young DS that's going to be holding here from the ramp. Oh, there's got 2 players here as the T seem to want to rush all the way down there. Tati going to find 2 important frags there. Puffy going to at least be able to trade up, but that's unfortunately all that they're going to find there. T's are going down here onto the big bomb site. Blanche is going to go down, and that's bombed down as well. Puffy going to come here from the retake. He's going to find himself 1. Zella Pella going to help himself and find himself another one, but Chili Big Willie going to make the big play here. Find him, bring it down into a 1 versus 2. It's Rage and Puffy versus Chili Big Willie, and there's no kit as well here for the CT side, and Chili's just gonna have to play this as close as he is, just trying to bait out anything. Oh, Puffy's going to come in, push him here. He's going to find him. Unfortunately, not going to find all the frags.
Oh, Chili's done it. He's won the round. What on earth is going on there? He makes the correct call. He knows that he shouldn't fight the guy pushing up the stairs. Has to fight the guy sticking the bomb. And at the end of it, what a play there by Chili. Both players run out of bullets. Chili able to reload in time though, and cap Puffy as he gets up close and personal. But what a chaotic end to that round.
Wow, wow, wow. Chili big plays there on the T side of pistol. It was very quiet the first half, but all of a sudden woke up when he needed to, logged in, and absolutely just straight up made that round so possible here. 11-5, and all of a sudden MeetYourMakers are looking so good, so poised to win this round as well. On the T side, oh, Puffy gonna swing around, find himself 1, but immediately traded out there. Chili Big Willie continue to do the work here. Talibani helping with these additional frags. Got to get down onto the big bomb site. Going to make sure it's just clear. Plant the bomb as a young DS is going to be the last player, and Titan's going to find him jumping through the vents. And that's 12-5 to MeetYourMakers on their pick on Nuke.
Yeah, very, very well played there by MeetYourMakers, as unfortunately the weapon advantage just tells up. What is it? I think 3 AKs and a Krieg. Just absolutely brutal run down the CT side. Although CT did take a full eco, that was one thing that we did not see in the first half. The boys of POMP WAGON did not take the first eco. They took the, I think it was the 3rd, after winning the 4th spy. So they'll now buy, yep. What is that? 3 M4s? Well, two A4s and A1, which is odd. You don't often see the A1 anymore. And
it's true. I don't understand why people don't use the A1 more
terrible.
often. Are you saying you're just terrible with it, or that
no,
in general it's
It's
terrible?
legit terrible. It's like they nerfed it so much that like it's just not a great gun.
Ooh, we were talking about the Kriegs earlier. Chili Big Willie has been able to, or has decided to pick one up now.
Yep. CT side holding angles with that AUG. Is it going to win out? It does indeed knock Chili Big Willie's head clean off, and he might be able to win another one. That'll be Titan standing on top of the box, getting caught out there. As MeetYourMakers have hardly had a chance to say anything in this round, and they're already 2 players down. Rage, he's got the massive advantage here with the UMP. Is going to win that. Second player out though, not able to get any damage dealt. Tom is now going to push in, but the 2-man peak is going to account for him. Young DS has pushed out. He spotted the last player, and he'll take down the last player. Will Puffy. 3 frags on the round, as Puffy doing whatever he can to keep his team in the game. 18-14 at the moment. Starting T-side nuke. Not too shabby from Puffy.
A scoped weapon showing why they're so good, especially on maps like Nuke when you're playing outside. Finding those two frags outside by Puffy was absolutely crucial here for Pomp Wagon. But Meet Your Maker are going to buy up somewhat. They're going to force straight up into this round, and hopefully going to see if they can pick it up. They've got very limited utility, but we have seen them do better with far less.
Yeah, not on the T side as yet, though. Puffy's going to start things off perfectly well. That'll be taking Ali Bunny out. Chili Big Willy, though. He's got some skills jumping through the air as Titan needs to nail the second shot. Does indeed do that. And it's a 3 versus 4. Fantastic position for the T side here. Chili Big Willy might be able to catch only. He does indeed catch him on that rotate. And this is going to be all up to Zelapella. He needs to get more than one frag here. He cannot afford to go down as Titan is staying alive. Chili Big Willy, though, on the rotate. Should be able to catch Zella. He does do that. And it's all up to Puffy now. 1 versus 3. But Chili has heard him knife out for far too long. Still, though, man is a headshot machine this round as he takes a third. And all of a sudden, MYM back in the pound seats. Pomp Wagon, they're going to need to figure something out. They can't afford to give away any more rounds. 13-6. As they will make a desperate buy here. Puffy has gone full glass cannon. The rest of the team, Deagles and a couple of rifles. Sorry, 1 rifle and only 2 players with armor. So Young DS and Zelapella are going to rely entirely on their ability to hit Deagle shots. Puffy starts things off well, but an instant trade means that he needs to do a little bit more here. Well known as an AWPer in South African circles is Puffy. Can he land any more? No, he cannot. Titan is going to catch the man without armor and knock him clean to the ground. And you'll add a second there. That'll be I only use Volva. And Titan, does he pick up the AWP? He does indeed. He's going to start playing with the big green. As it looks as though MYM have the top sight in their sights. And they do indeed.
Yeah.
Rage goes down. It's all up to Zella.
Yeah, things looking so good here for Meet Your Maker. Absolutely clinical by them. Tata going to come up in here and peak at the right time, and Zella just not looking for that at all. 14-6. Meet Your Maker looking so poised, so good at the moment on the other T side as well, and they've got all the money in the world as well. So they're looking pretty good. It looks like there's going to be a force here by the CT side. Otherwise, they're just going to be playing for overtime, and I don't think you really want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, forcing out the rest of the way is really their only option at this point. Unfortunately, only really Puffy has come to the body in this first map. Yes, Talibani, he's just going to rush the upper side, and what a great call by the T's here. As they will lose 1 player, but they've got themselves that bomb plant, and in a situation where they massively outgun the CTs to the degree they do, this is very, very difficult round for the CTs of Pomp Wagon to turn around. 2 frags are now added by Titan. Does he add any more? Talibani has been charged with holding the mouth area, and he will indeed do that. Actually, no, Titan steals his frag. 15th round for the Meet Your Maker squad. And, well, last roll of the dice here. Can the CTs pull it out? Can they take the smallest of chances and turn it in their favor?
Already going to hope. So 15-6. And they're looking really, really good. Ooh. Young DS just cutting Rage ever so slightly. Oh, but it is going to be a bit of a fast play here by the T side. Puffy up and close and personal with that MP9. He's going to find himself 2. He's going to find himself 3. All of a sudden, things are looking absolutely shoddy here for Meet Your Maker. Chili Big Willy all the way down in secret. Oh, there we go. There's the running. He's going to be able to hear that and come sweep out. He's going to find himself another one. Oh man, but he's on 8 HP. But being able to bring it back into a very winnable position here, 2 versus 2, and with Titan playing like the way he is, man, oh man, oh man, this can still be won here by Meet Your Maker.
I mean, this was a 2 versus 5. How in the hell did Pomp Wagon give this away? There's still a minute on the clock, so lots of time for the T's to make their moves as needed. Titan will be looking to create a distraction there from Mouth as Chili Big Willy. Well, I'm not quite certain what he's looking to do. The kind of position he's taking looks almost as though he's going for a save. 50 seconds now as CT's still trying to cover the many entrances into this A-bomb site.
Yeah, ooh, there we go. Chili Big Willy is pushed up into heaven. The scope, they would have definitely heard that.
Titan wins the first duel. He's all up against Volva. Now, does have that AK though, so if he hits the first shot, he almost certainly wins the fight. But Volvo has the angle, and he's going to win that. Very well played there. And a near run thing it was, as I said, a 5 versus 2. Eventually got into a 1 versus 1. But still, I said that they needed to take their chance, and my POMP wagon did exactly that. MeetYourMakers, they still got lots of money at this point. Not much after this round though, but still 3 from us for the CT side is not a great look, especially with the lack of utility that they also have.
Yeah, things are going to be a little bit more difficult for them, but MeetYourMaker have got all the utility in the world here. Oh, a lot of utility being used, a bit of spam here as well by I only use Volv there from the ramp area. Ooh, Rage got to push out. Cherry Big Willie finds one, but Rage immediately trades up again and brings it back into a 4v4. He's pushed through the smoke, so he's going to be in an angle that he's probably not suspected. Finds himself one, but immediately backs away as well. So doing such good work there, finding himself even more frags. 26 HP, but it is a 4 versus 3, so he's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, gives his team a lot of control as well here. Tom will be moving up towards the roof, just try and check and see if you can spot any of the CTs getting aggressive out there. Talibani at the moment, he's just on an exploratory mission, trying to spot somebody. They know that the CTs should be getting aggressive here. It's that 4 versus 3. Still though, CT's doing a pretty good job of reacting, and reacting pretty damn correctly. As you only use Volvo. Do they catch another one? They do indeed, and that's going to make a push down to the B-bomb site. Now they can just drop that player in there and leave him to catch all the noise. Puffy though scuppers all plans as Titan goes down, and this will allow Zelapella and Puffy to get better positions. They know now where Talibani is. Can Talibani win the gunfight? He's catch Zela, but the AWP is the most important thing as we get a freeze, and that will be the end of the round. I guess he somehow won that fight.
Yeah, definitely so. That's just unfortunate with the delay doing that. But MeetYourMaker going to pick up that that map as well, and a fantastic way to finish it up as well by them. And we're back.
Yeah, just about.
Knife round done and dusted. POMP wagging, picking it up quite convincingly, and they're going to take the CT side here on their map pick of Inferno.
Yeah, it's probably the better starting side, although Inferno is pretty even these days. You can pull off great T rounds, great CT rounds, although, as I said, favored towards the CTs. Young DS and Puffy will be holding the banana area, but for the start, MeetYourMakers will be making more of a play towards the A side.
Yeah, young DS being boosted up here onto the pop plant, but a very slow round here so far for both sides here. Oh,
as you say that, Chili puts a bullet in Zella's brain. That is a great start for his team. Needs to be careful though, could get caught out here with the angle, and they will spot a player moving down into the pit. That'll be Rage. They just need to keep him contained, and they'll do even better than that. They'll get the kill. Puffy now rotating in with young DS soon to follow. Puffy gets the first kill. Bomb plant is going to go down though as the 3 versus 4 commences. Talibani is going to add one to the frag pile. Does he get any more than that? The trades are coming thick and fast, and they all favor MeetYourMakers. Titan and Talibani clean up the rest. And that will be the first round for MeetYourMakers on the T side of Inferno.
Yeah, talk about keeping it close there as MeetYourMaker pick up the round, continue the great form from the nuke T side as they pick up the pistol, but it's going to be a force buy here by the CT side. A couple of SMGs, a little bit of utility as well, just going to use it to stop any sort of rushes. But great play so far by MeetYourMakers, just allowing to expense any sort of utility that's being used here. And Puffy opens up with the first blood on Chili Big Willie in the apps area by the look of things.
Yeah, Puffy did pretty damn well on the on the first map though. So looking to continue his form there, as he does give his team the advantage. Still, it's very, very rough considering the lack of utility they have to hold off MeetYourMaker here. Zella, he's getting aggressive, trying to upgrade his weapon. He will indeed do that with the UMP. Now will retreat. Doesn't have any armor though, so it doesn't matter what weapon he has. He's got to make certain he's got to hit those first 2 rounds if he hopes to win. MeetYourMaker They are going to be going for the straight execute onto the B site here. And they're getting the kills. They had the first one. They had taken some damage. That'll be Tom. And they're not going to spot the player up onto the boost. He's going to get the first one. Puffy pushes through the smoke and grabs himself another. Keeps that advantage that they need so desperately for them as the spray through the smoke continues. Taliban is going to catch Zelapella, who unfortunately just gets a bit trigger happy. Talibani, though, is now going to be watching as, unfortunately, I only use Volvo. So much damage to both players, just not able to get the finishing frags on either of them. And the second round goes to MeetYourMaker. Well tried there by the boys of POMP WAGON, but just not able to finish it off.
Yeah, just so close, but just
force.
not quite enough yet.
Okay, not a full force. Puffy, the only one buying armor and SMG, though. Not too shabby, considering that he has got quite a few kills, but they're going to run down mid, and it is largely just an exercise in spray control. The grenade acts as a bomb and gets 2 of the kills. Tom doing a good control of his brass, and that will be the remaining 2 players for POMP WAGON. Not going to be able to do much of anything there. Chili Big Willy catches that rage, and that's all up to Puffy. Puffy, I mean, he might even be thinking of saving it at this point. Does have armor, and that SMG could easily take that into the next round.
Yeah, it'll be cheap head armor for him as well, should he want to upgrade, or you could use that additional 350 and maybe just to save, get another additional smoke, maybe a flashbang or whatever. But it definitely there's a discussion to be had that saving this is pretty good. Can drop the SMG over to maybe somebody that doesn't have enough cash, like Rage is looking a little bit low, but maybe seeing if he can get an extra frag or 2. That's about the best that they're going to want here, as MeetYourMaker are going to look to get off to a 3-0 start here on Inferno. Fantastic work for them so far. Yeah,
CTs will not be having a proper buy into the next round, though. Puffy gets another one. That's not too shabby. He's now at 5,300, and despite him sitting at about 5k, and Puffy adds another one. Well done, sir. Grabs himself, and he will be able to throw over a weapon to somebody. Does anybody get an AWP? It is indeed going to be Zelapella. It doesn't have armor to back it up, though. That is a bit of an issue, and we'll actually buy out a kit instead of additional utility. I'm not quite certain if I'd recommend that, but 5 kits. They certainly want to make no bones about the fact they might lose it, and Zelapella is faster on that trigger than Titan is. Great start to the round. They need to win so badly, and huge amounts of utility damage already dealt in Banana.
Yeah, huge amounts. And going back to the frag of Zella, doesn't matter if you've got no armor or not. If you're going to take frags and get kills like that, it's not going to matter at all.
No, it will not, as Rage has a little bit more damage, and doing a good job of just holding off the T's at the moment. It's MeetYourMaker stymied to start off the round here. Haven't been able to get a whole lot of anything. It's huge control fights for Banana, and what a time for that fight to go down, as it is going to allow MeetYourMaker to try and get into Banana. Still don't really have much utility to keep pushing here, and this is going to allow them to get across a huge crossfire for the side of POMP WAGON. It's not going to work out, though. Taliban is able to add the second kill, bringing down Puffy, and it's all up to Zelapella. He's only got an AWP and no armor. This is really like the worst possible situation for him, even though he does have that kit, and does look like he's just going to be saving it. Not much that he can do at this point.
Yeah, just looking like he wants to find an extra exit frag or 2, but not going to find anything. He's going to retreat with that AWP as well as that kit, and that is going to be the 4th round here for MeetYourMaker. Man, are they looking so strong, so aggressive. And it looks like, are they going to go for a hunting? No, it doesn't look like they're going to go for the hunt. They're going to allow Zelapella to take that AWP into the 4th round, or the 5th round at least. And fantastic work here by MeetYourMaker. Really good start. 4-0.
Yeah, Zella does have that AWP, so he'll be able to buy up some armor here. The rest of the team should be able to buy around it. Those FAMASas, as I said, have been buffed fairly recently. They're actually going to go double AWPs. Puffy also going to grab one, and I mean, he is very well known in South Africa for being a pretty solid AWPer, so this is an eminently winnable round for POMP WAGON. They're just going to need to land those early shots, get themselves into a position you do not want to be retaking, so they'll need to get aggressive to start things off here, and unfortunately, that is the worst possible way to start. As Zella goes down to the AWP of Chili Big Willy.
Puffy doing quite a bit of lifting at the moment on the CT side. Got 6 frags.
A bit of a boost over the smoke here. It's not going to get the booster. Well, the kill's not going to go the way of Puffy, but it does go to the man boosting him. As turn it into a 4 versus 4 again. Chili Big Willy. Looks like they're going to be executing onto the B-bomb side, or at least faking it, as they will now fall back, but boosted player on the ledge there will give the indication that nothing untoward is occurring at the B-bomb site, and they will go towards the A. Talibani leads the charge. He's going to have to spot and kill that player in the pit, and that is actually done by Tom. Turning things around. Chili Big Willy, though, holding that flank as he takes Outrage. 2 versus 4. Puffy's got an AWP. Not an easy weapon to retake with, and Young DS only got the UMP. Are they going to win the fight in the middle, though? He is indeed going to do that. Could upgrade that into another AWP, so not really what he wants. Puffy going to miss that shot and can't afford to miss that shot, as he is instantly traded. And now it is all up to Young DS, who should just be running for the hills to try and save that weapon.
It looks like he's going to be doing exactly that, and this is going to be the 5th round, Jeff, for Jamaica. Things looking so good. They're going to be able to recover that AWP as well, and a very important round. But at least what POMP WAGON are able to do here at the moment is that they're able to do a lot of damage, a lot of economic damage to the T side. So even though that there's been 5 rounds won in a row here for MeetYourMaker, the economy doesn't even resemble that at this point.
Yeah, it's like they're keeping a hold on it. Like if they lose this round, I think it is going to get a little bit out of control. You can see, unfortunately, POMP WAGON keeps force buying here the whole time, and they're encouraged to do that because they keep buying around the AWP. But at some point, you know, they're going to just keep buying themselves to death with that one player alive at the end of every round. Unfortunately, as Tom is not going to win that duel to Zella Pella, starting things off perfectly. And Puffy, he's got that shotgun, and he's going to send his regards to Titan there, as Chili Big Willy fighting through that smoke is going to land the first shot. Not going to land the second, more wild one, though, as Young DS, he wants to get some action going here, as they do spot the player. Takes an awful chance bouncing across like that, and he is looking very, very keen for another peek here. Puffy's actually pushed up aggressively. He's going to spot the first one and absolutely eviscerate Talibani's head.
Clicking heads there is Puffy. Fantastic little peek, finds himself the frag there. Chili Big Willy?
Okay. Well,
wow.
They've gotten the second kill, and that's going to open up the B-bomb site. As you can see, the entirety of POMP WAGON are on the rotate. Try and get there in time. It is a 2 versus 3, so they are favored. But still, weaponry is a bit of a rough one going into this utility as well. They've only got a smoke to help them out. Chili Big Willy, does he land the shot? He does indeed. That's exactly what they needed for the T side. Kill Myself is going to get the bomb down, and the molly comes out. Now, they don't know where the rest of the team is. They do suspect at least one's got to be coming. They'll spot the first one. Kill Myself needed to land that shot. Chili Big Willy with the through and through. What a way to win the round. 6-0. But Chili has turned up big time here on the second map. 10-4 in the first 6 rounds. Man is carrying, Penguin. He is carrying his team to victory.
Man, what a collateral there. Picking up the aces, Chili Big Willy. Really living up to his name. Man, oh man, 10-4. Got his team in the backpack for these first 6 rounds.
Yeah.
And 6-0 here to MeetYourMaker. And again, buying up here is the CET side. And as you mentioned, it just seems like these force buys are eventually going to hurt them. Puffy taking a lot of damage as well. Down to 63. His teammates, or Puffy's going to at least smoke away Zarapella, so he can at least get away. But man, things seems to be falling apart at the seams here for POMP WAGON.
Rage tries to take that fight, but Titan is up to the task, and yeah, it is indeed falling apart at the seams at this stage. It's sort of looking like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, with his strings pulled. There's not really a whole lot they can do, and this force buying is just not helping them at all. Really just giving them the least chance at winning these rounds. Titan keeps throwing a lot of utility. He's just really pulling the attention here as Chili Big Willy holds the angles like none before him, as he gets another frag here. Titan, he's got the last 2 in the air. He doesn't know it, but he will grab the first, and that'll be Young DS. And all of a sudden, Puffy left to save that AWP. And, I mean, knowing the tendencies thus far, I have a strong suspicion that we'll see another force buy from the CTs in the next round.
Yeah, this is going to be 7 rounds here for MeetYourMakers. Man, things are just not going the way of Pomp Wagon. Puffy left it alone. And if you're wanting to continue working on your economy or get it to a stage where it's a lot more stable than what it is at the moment, this is exactly it. Oh,
I don't know why Puffy
surviving.
Yeah, well, I mean, that might actually be a blessing in disguise for Pomp Wagon, because it might not encourage them to buy, but as I say that, they do indeed start purchasing things. Will they expend all their cash? It looks like it's going to just be a semi-buy here. Puffy's got himself the shotgun down to $1,500, but they are at max loss bonus and have been for a while, so it's not going to be too much of a train wreck. MeetYourMakers, though, I will say that they have done a very, very good job at just changing up what they're doing, you know, round to round, and especially their strong starts at the B side have encouraged Pomp Wagon to sort of overcommit at times and get caught out here. Titan is going to get the first one. Wonderful shot there from Young DS. He does get the kill onto Titan,
timing.
and will be able to upgrade his weapon for that.
Gonna molly, make sure no player is gonna push up behind him. He's been able to push here into the mid. He's going to get deleted though. Talibani comes swinging around wide. Going to find himself a frag. They're going to just re-smoke here by the library area. Clear the site. Chili Big Willie taking a little bit of fall damage, but going to get the bomb plant, and that is going to most likely be the 8th round in a row here for MeetYourMakers. Really living up to their team name here, as it really seems like Pomp Wagon are starting to.
Well, I mean, they're in the midst of just a flat out dumpster fire here at this point. Unfortunately, it's just not gone well at all, and MeetYourMaker, I mean, they're just doing the basics, really. There's nothing like truly fancy about what they're doing, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like Pomp Wagon is 100% certain on how to combat this. They are going to buy up another double AWP set, a triple AWP setup, in fact. Leaves them extraordinarily light on utility, though, and given how effectively MeetYourMaker has abused, especially the B-bomb site with their utility advantage, I'm not quite certain if that is the way to go for Pomp Wagon. They immediately use Young DS. Delepella, though, adds one. Did he spot the second? It looks to be the case. As Titan up close, not able to do enough damage, though.
It's 4v4. Ooh, Zilla. Did he get sprayed? What was that?
That's a wonderful shot. It's what it was, Penguin. A wonderful shot. And that's the kind of thing that they need if they hope to win these rounds. And add to that, I only use Volva. He's going to grab himself a kill onto Titan as well. 2 versus 4 now. Talibani and Chili Big Willie. Can they pull off the same magic that a couple of their players did early in this half?
Oh.
Nope. Definitely not.
Yeah, and this looks like it might just be the first round here. Oh, Talibani being a little bit faster there, but still 2 AWPs as well as an AUG up here for the side of Pomp Wagon. Rage holding here. Oh,
perfectly timed, as he'll get the kill down to Talibani and grab his team there first round. Still low, Zelapella with the 2 frags down Banana. That's the first time that they've actually been able to control Banana properly. And you can immediately see how easily it shuts down the boys of MeetYourMaker in the early round.
exactly that. Talibani and Chili Big Winnie still doing quite a bit of work here. 13 and 11 frags respectively for them, as they look to get aggressive again here on Banana. Oh, Chili Big Willie taking a lot of damage, but Rage is going to find the first frag there. Talibani is going to trade up, but Young DS going to spam with that scout. Going to find himself the other frag eventually, and it's a 3 versus 4 here in favor of the CTs, and he's going to continue taking these fights here with these scouts. A lot more faster movement. Oh, and he is going to tag up Titan, but Titan is going to get the better of him with the big green, finding himself that frag, and it's all of a sudden back into a 3 versus 3, an open AUG and an M4A1S here for the CT side with very little utility left. All of them have got kits though, but only 3 flashes left.
Yeah, and you can see that MeetYourMaker does still have quite a bit of utility, as well as a penchant for this B-bomb site. Now, there's only 1 player on the site, so if they aim at the correct angles, MeetYourMaker could very well win this round. And, I mean, we said it was a wonderful round for the CTs to win earlier, but money is still not looking that great. Flash will come out now. Puppy needs to get more than 2 here. Can he get it? No, he's not. He's going to only get the first trade. Titan is on the AWP. They'll get the bomb plant down now. And looks to be the site is empty, and they'll figure that out momentarily. Titan needs to get into a better position, though. He's only got that AWP. He can't afford to get caught in the Bry area, as he will now move back. Doesn't spot anything through the CT smoke at the moment, as both players are coming through the construction area. First one will go to the way of Tom. Do they spot the second one? He does indeed. And it's all up to Rage. Rage is stuck in that corner, though. He's going to have to make the move, and it's not going to happen. Titan with the quick flick, and that will be a 9th round for the T side. Money still available to some degree for the CTs, but the triple AWPs are gone, so they'll add 2 scouts instead. And Puffy will be running the AWP once again.
(9-1). MeetYourMaker looking so strong at the moment here. Oh, Titan going to a flash up. Get the first frag. He's going to spray down the second here in mid with an AK-47. Things are just looking so good. Zella going to find himself a frag there with that scout. Pushing up very aggressively down Banana with it. And picking up the frag. Oh, Tom going to swing out, find Rage's head. And all of a sudden, it's a 3 versus 2. Chili Big Pueli getting aggressive, finding himself one. It's a 1 versus 3. Zella Pella pulling up into a bracket. He is going to push down long, and he is going to find the frag eventually. Pick up the AWP by Archers, and going to swing out. Tom's going to delete him, though. And that's going to be the 10th round here for MeetYourMaker. They are looking so strong, so composed. And looking
feels
to make
like they're speedrunning this map at this point.
And they're looking very well poised to win themselves a little bit of extra cash during the festive season.
Yeah, no, not too shabby. I mean, 1,000 grand each. Not too shabby for a weekend's work here. And POMP WAGON, well, it's rough. Let's just say that. It's very, very rough. And at this point, as Titan is going to repeat the same process as the reaction that he got from the first one. Does he get the second one? Zella Pella caught in transition. I think it's safe just to say Titan is just on an absolute charge here. He's just running in like a bull. And there's nothing they can do to stop him. Down goes 10 FPS. Titan on course for a rather cheeky looking ace here at this point. Can he add any more to the pile? Both players are making their way towards him. And Money is going to steal the ace, but add 2 fantastic looking headshots to his collection of skulls as well.
Yep, 11-1 here. And MeetYourMaker looking so strong. And I think if you were a betting man, I think this is about the time that you start putting all your chips onto a MeetYourMaker.
I mean, if you're only betting now, you're probably gonna like win less money than you would have spent to place that bet. So
you see, I'm not a gambler. I don't know much about odds or anything like that. But I do know that the odds are definitely in the favor of MeetYourMaker at this point in time. 11-1, getting very aggressive at Banana. They've been able to clear all of it out to 5 versus 3.
What was that from Talibani? Absolutely dirty shot from Puffy. Man must be extraordinarily upset with that. And Talibani just spraying through the smoke as hail of bullets comes the way of I only use Volva, and Taliban is somehow gonna run out of ammo. Still able to get the kill there. And aggression is the order of the day. 12-1 at the moment for MeetYourMaker as they look to finish things off fairly early for a Saturday night. Some spicy conversations in chat.
Very spicy conversation in chat. Nevertheless, MeetYourMaker, they've got just about everything they need to pick this up. Oh, a couple of trades happening. Young DS going to find more headshots here with the scout. Oh, and he still tags up Chili Big Willie. It's a 4 versus 3. And considering the damage that has been done onto Chili, all of a sudden things are starting to favor a little bit more for the CT side of POMP WAGON.
Yeah, not looking too shabbily. As Rage will add another one to the pile. Can he get any more than that? He does indeed.
Oh!
KMS, Rage, and Volva look to be the men to carry this through. And oh, well played. I only use Volva. Just actually gets a no scope.
Absolute no scope. It's 12-2 here. And realistically, if POMP WAGON wants to get back into this game, they have to pick up this final round as well as the pistol. That's the only real way that I can see them getting back into this.
Well, I mean, the pistol is just like, that's not even a debate. You have to have the pistol to have even the smallest chances here. But Titan looked pretty good earlier, just charging through smokes and mid. Talibani has spotted the player getting aggressive on mid. Oh, pulls out the nade. That's not going to be the best time, but he still lands the shot onto Zelapella there. And at this point, young DS, he's that scout backing up the AWP of I only use Volva, and they'll once again. Oh, that was. Oh, okay.
Whoa! Okay.
It was an attempt. It was an attempt at a run boost. It didn't quite work out. The young DS didn't take it too kindly.
Yeah, that smoke is going to bloom pretty late here. Tom is already in pit. He's going to find himself 2 sculpts. And that's a 5 versus 1 here. Rage to try and retake this. To give POMP WAGON a chance. He's going to find the thumb to the first one. Going to switch out to the pistol, tapping away. But this is so close.
How are they
man.
running out? They both ran out of ammo. What is going on when Titan comes in? Saves the day with a giant knife.
Flying around there with the butterfly knife. He's going to find the frag there. It's 13-12 for MeetYourMakers at the end of the half. They're going to switch over onto the CT side. And if their T side was anything to go on, I feel like they're going to get aggressive. You see Chili Big Willie taking out the dual Berettas as well as an HE grenade. I feel he's going to take a rush down long, throw that grenade, and just
Yeah, he's
left
either
click.
going mid or he's going. No, he's going to go banana. So I was going to say it's either the mid or the banana push with the nade as soon as he purchases that. And does he get anybody? Does indeed look like he's got a present for a couple of guys. Banana, and he's going to land it, and he's got those dualies.
What?
Triple kill, why not? Actually, not a triple kill. Titan stole his kill. What a nasty piece of work, and that will be a 14th round almost certainly here. Gravity, sorry, Puffy and Rage are the last remaining players. Rage goes down, and Puffy is the 3rd kill for Big Willie on the round.
Yep, this is MeetYourMakers 14 rounds looking so poised to win this GAC CSGO finals. Things are looking very much in their favor at the moment.
Yeah. 2 rounds to go. MeetYourMakers, well, they're not going to be slowing down anytime soon. Titan.
Oh.
It's just going to catch 2 easy frags. So we do have a player with a Negev just spraying down there, and Talibani. They did actually get a kill with that Negev. I suppose that's a plus. I lose Volvo 1 couple of points for that, and what's a small knife amongst friends.
Yeah, what's a little bit of stabbing, polite stabbing between some mates. At the end of the day, MeetYourMakers 1 round away from a little bit of extra cash for the festive season. As
I mean, you can buy a lot of things with $1,000.
It's a lot of alcohol.
Well, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, I suppose. Nades down mid. I only use Volva. Is going to take an awful amount of damage there as Chili Big Willie. He's now got the Mag 7 out, and this looks to be the final little bit of embarrassment, I think, is the easiest one. MeetYourMakers takes an absolutely crushing victory on the second map here, 16-2, and grab themselves the win at the end of GAC 2019.
Oh man, what a round! What a few maps there by MeetYourMakers, playing so well. Nuke getting off to an explosive start there on the CT side, and it just really continued back onto Inferno, finishing up with a 12-3 half. It's monstrous what they were able to do on Inferno, and well-deserved winners there of the final.
Yeah, very, very well played by MeetYourMakers at the end of the day, and they walk out with 5,000 Rand and For the boys of POMP WAGON, they go home with a cool $2,000 to split between them. So both teams walking out with a little bit of something, but Meet Your Maker will definitely be the happier of the two. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. My name is Profeci. I was joined tonight by the Penguin, ZA. He likes to call himself a penguin. I'm not quite certain why. And
the penguin.
Yeah,
I'm the most important.
Penguin. Not a penguin.
I am
the penguin.
Yeah, I'm the most important penguin.
I mean, that's debatable. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your December. Have a happy Christmas and certainly a Merry New Year. Thanks very much. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Cheers, everyone.